Welcome everyone. Today we're going to explore strategies for team cohesion, in other words, how we can build strong collaborative teams that work well together. As you move into leadership roles, your success won't just depend on your own skills, but on how effectively your team performs. Team cohesion is about creating a sense of unity, trust, and shared purpose. It's also about creating a work environment where people feel valued, involved, and motivated to contribute. Let's dive in and unpack how we can lead teams in a way that fosters this kind of cohesion. Let's begin with why team cohesion is so important. As a leader, you need to find alternative ways of working with your team. Gone are the days when managers simply told people what to do. These days, successful teams thrive on participation, on people feeling that their voices matter. One way to support this is by creating structural flexibility. That means being adaptable in your processes, roles, and systems so that people can work in a way that brings out their best. When people feel supported like this, they're more likely to be constructive, offering ideas, taking initiative, and working collaboratively. And why does this matter? Because employee commitment is essential not just for today's goals, but for the long-term future of the business. When your team is invested in both the short-term and the long-term, they help the organization navigate challenges more effectively and drive innovation. Let's take a closer look at the kinds of changes that a cohesive team can help manage. In today's business world, change is constant, and when a team works well together, they're much more adaptable. A flexible, team-oriented workplace is better able to cope with situations like variations in product, service, or supply. Sometimes supply chains are disrupted or customer needs shift. A cohesive team can adapt to these changes quickly, whether it's finding new suppliers or adjusting the way services are delivered. Change in demographic. This might mean your team is becoming more culturally diverse, or you're working with people from different age groups. Team cohesion helps ensure everyone feels included and respected, which is vital for productivity and morale. Technological advances and innovations. Think about how tools like artificial intelligence or new software are changing how we work. If your team is strong and open to learning, they'll be more willing to embrace these changes rather than resist them. Each of these situations requires flexibility, collaboration, and trust, all things that a cohesive team can offer. Continuing from the last slide, team cohesion also helps organizations handle more strategic types of change. Here are two more scenarios. The requirement for new products, services, or processes. To stay competitive, businesses need to keep evolving. This could mean launching a new product line, introducing a new customer service process, or upgrading internal systems. A strong team will contribute ideas, test solutions, and help roll out these changes effectively. The need to formulate and manage change strategies. Big organizational changes need careful planning. Whether it's restructuring a department or shifting to remote work, teams that work well together can plan and manage these changes with less disruption. When teams are cohesive, they don't just respond to change, they help drive it. One of the best aspects of cohesive teams is their ability to solve problems effectively. Every team is made up of people with different strengths, and that's a good thing. When a team draws on its complementary skills, it can tackle problems from multiple angles and find better solutions. But good problem solving doesn't happen by accident. It's a process, and it often looks like this. 1. Recognize the problem. Know when something isn't working. 2. Define it clearly, understand exactly what's wrong. 3. Gather information, get the facts, don't jump to conclusions. 4. Develop alternatives, brainstorm options. 5. Select the best one, decide and take action. For example, if customer satisfaction scores drop, a team might notice it. Step 1. Dig into the survey data. Step 3. And come up with ideas like improving service scripts or speeding up response times. Step 4. Then implement the most feasible one. Step 5. One practical way to involve your team in planning and decision-making is by using a suggestion box. This might seem like a simple idea, but when used well, it can be a powerful tool. It gives employees the opportunity to contribute ideas at any time, especially those who may not feel comfortable speaking up in meetings. Here's how to make it effective. Encourage employees to give you their suggestions and ideas. Let your team know their input is welcome and valued. You can do this through emails, posters, team briefings, anything that helps create a culture of contribution. Acknowledge receipt of the suggestion or idea. This step is crucial. If someone takes the time to submit an idea, they should know it hasn't gone into a black hole. A quick email or even a simple thank you goes a long way in building trust. Review the idea and alert the employee if it can or cannot be utilized in the organization. Be honest and respectful. If the idea isn't feasible, explain why. If it is, let them know how it will be actioned or who is taking it further. This process not only helps generate new ideas, it also shows that you respect your team's voice, which is a key part of building cohesion and commitment. Next, we have employee surveys. These are more structured and great for capturing feedback on how the team feels about policies, work conditions, or upcoming changes. But here's the catch: you must follow up. If people take time to respond but never hear anything back, they'll stop participating. So after a survey, share the results. Even if you can't fix every issue, showing that you listened and taking action where possible goes a long way. Let's wrap up with the third strategy for involving your team: leadership teams. This involves creating committees or small leadership groups within your business that can meet regularly to generate new ideas, solve problems, or work on projects that support growth. What's powerful about this approach is that it gives employees a real sense of ownership and influence. When people feel like they're helping to shape the future of the business, not just following orders, they're more motivated, more committed, and more invested in their work. It also gives team members a chance to develop leadership skills in a supported setting, which is fantastic for succession planning and long-term development. Encourage these groups to meet regularly and give them clear topics or challenges to focus on. Their ideas could be about improving customer service, streamlining a process, or even launching a new initiative. When employees know their input leads to real change, it reinforces a culture of trust and teamwork. So that wraps up today's session. We've seen how involving your team, really listening and including them, builds stronger collaboration and better results. It doesn't take significant actions, just consistent, thoughtful leadership. Think about how you might apply one of these strategies in your own team. Even small steps can make a big difference. Well done today. Let's keep building on this in our next session.